going on, Jerome's, as the NFL regular season is winding down. Of course, playoffs, of course, Super Bowl, playoffs, Super Bowl. But, of course, the end of season awards are coming into focus, and Minnesota Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell should have won 2022 Coach of the Year. But this season, the Vikings 12-2, especially coming into the year with lowered expectations. He is definitely a front runner for Coach of the Year. Right now on DraftKings, he is the betting favorite to win Coach of the Year. And he deserves it. Absolutely, he does. And, not just us biased fans think so. Apparently, a coterie of anonymous GMs, current NFL GMs, and other executives believe so as well. Pelissero puts this together every year. It's really fantastic. NFL GMs and other execs vote for 2024 season awards. Blah, 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 blah. So it is a compilation. There you go. Annual awards. Executives from 27 teams, including 17 general managers, 27 individuals participate on the condition of anonymity for competitive reasons and to provide an honest assessment. So 27 teams, hopefully they skip the Lions, because otherwise, I don't know, Jameson Williams is going to win MVP. But MVP, Josh Allen, yes. Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon, yes. Defensive Player of the Year, TJ Watt, makes sense. O-R-O-Y, well, it should be Brock Bowers, but of course this is a quarterback's award, sure. Defensively, Jared Verse. Now, I know that everyone and their mom is creaming in their jeans about, well, look what Jared Verse is doing. Look what he's doing. The Vikings should draft Jared Verse. Again, for 17,000th time, Jared Verse is literally 3 years older than Dallas Turner. Just think of where Dallas Turner is going to be in 3 years. Plus, Turner has 2 sacks versus 4.5. So let's not talk about like Jared Verse is just completely blowing the doors off the roof. It's ridiculous, man. But Coach of the Year, and again, they love putting the ad right where I'm going to read. It's like they know. Coach of the Year, Kevin O'Connell. In a landslide win for O'Connell, who received 16.5 votes, 13.5 more than any other candidate. How could you do half? Like, what GM feels so important that, like, I could vote for 2? Yeah. He has the Vikings in position to win the NFC North and potentially secure the 1 seed with the cast-off quarterback Sam Darnold. Wilson playing the best football of his life on a one-year contract. Only the Packers have led for more total game time this season than the Vikings. Who gives it? Like, what kind of made-up stat is that? Oh, the Packers have led for the most game time this season. They still have 2 fewer wins than the Vikings, and they lost to the Vikings. Like, congratulations. Who also have 7 comeback wins and 7 one-possession wins. Now, are they saying Pelissero? Like, why does he feel the need to interject the Packers into this? It's like there is federal law where anytime you mention Justin Jefferson, you have to talk about Jamar Chase. It's just really stupid. Few teams are as well trained at situational football, except for 3rd and inches and 4th and inches. O'Connell has built a culture that players want to be a part of. Tomlin, who's best was second, finished second with 3 votes. Wow. All right, so O'Connell got 16.5 of the 27 votes. Tomlin, second place, got 3. Dan Campbell got 2, even though he should. He is the media darling. I'm surprised that they didn't just stuff the ballot box for him. But again, big time difference between what the media sees and what the NFL executives see. The guys that are actually doing the work, actually in the trenches, love that. Andy Reid got 2. I don't know, like the Chiefs have the best record in the NFL, and offensively they've sort of sputtered. They haven't scored 30 points in a game yet, despite having Mahomes. Sure. McVay 1.5. Oh, so that's what happened. One executive abstained. It's probably Kwesi. So that's where the half vote came in. So O'Connell and McVay, they split the vote. I bet you that was Les Snead. F them picks. Because O'Connell was Rams OC back in the day. Then McDermott got 1, getting his jihad on. Yeah, but Kevin O'Connell, executive of the year, Brad Holmes. I don't get it. So first off, it should be Kwesi. I think that once McCarthy and Diamond Dallas Turner turn into superstars, this offseason for the Vikings is going to be regarded as the greatest offseason in NFL history. I honestly believe that. Look at what the free agents have done. Moving on for Kirk Cousins right before his sell-by date. It's pretty damn good. And here's the thing. So they're talking about Brad Holmes. Holmes' first 3 draft classes formed Detroit's young core, blah, blah, blah. The Lions have a clear vision for the type of players that want to fit Dan Campbell's culture, according to Jared Goof, blah, 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 blah. Off-season overhaul. Brandon Bean going to Buffalo. So, wait, help. This entire 2 paragraphs, Brad Holmes, executive of the year, respect. What he's done in Detroit. Frankly, I think that he deserves more credit for the turnaround in Detroit than Dan Campbell, even though I know that Dan Campbell is the loud one. It sounded like broke ass Hulk Hogan. But all of the things that they mention, drafting of Sewell and McNeil and Hutch and Amon-Ra and Jameson and Gibbs and Laporta and Brian Branch, that didn't happen this year. I thought this says executive of the year, not executive of the last fistful of years. All right. And the Goff Stafford trade, like that was years ago. So there's not a scintilla of, there's literally not a shred of, hey, this is what he did in 2024. This is why he deserves it. I don't understand. Right. And yeah, the Lions have been cursed with injuries, but you know what? A good team has depth. Lions don't have depth, right? But tightest race of all, Holmes got 6. Well, I mean, this is GMs voting on their peers, so they're probably all voted for themselves or their buddies. But Holmes got 6, Bean got 5, Howard got 4.5. Let's see, Kwesi get any votes? Yeah, Kwesi got 2.5. That's ridiculous. That actually really pisses me off. Like, how does Kwesi get 2.5 votes for the offseason he had? And the only justification for Brad Holmes winning is like, hey, he did really good things in 2021 to 2023. This is not those years. I heard this is 2024 or something like that. Soon to be 2025. Yeah, but either way, that's not really the point. Kevin O'Connell getting the coach of the year. Love. He's built a fantastic culture here. Him and Kwesi together. Sling and Sammy Darnold having a career year as well. And Kevin O'Connell should be coach of the year. Hands down. And for all the adversity the Vikings have had, the lowered expectations that the Vikings came into the season with, and if and when the Vikings win the North over the Lions, by the way, and if and when the Vikings secure that 1 seed over the Lions and the Eagles, O'Connell should be coach of the year. Darnold should probably finish top 3 in the MVP voting, and Kwesi should be executive of the year. Exactly the way it should go down. Wait, also, I want to check real quick. McKinney, Simmons. Oh, Van Ginkel. Van Ginkel got a vote. Daniil got a vote. I was going to say, like, Jonathan Grenard should get a vote in here, but he didn't for Defensive Player of the Year. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. A panel of anonymous NFL executives and GMs voted Kevin O'Connell Coach of the Year. They hated on Kwesi. Actually, probably what it is that GMs are just like, Kwesi came in and they don't want to give him credit because he comes from an untraditional GM background. He's not like a scout that worked his way up. So they refuse to give him credit, hence the 2.5 votes. Even though, like we said, once McCarthy and Turner pan out on their potential, this is going to be the greatest offseason in NFL history. And they just don't want to give Kwesi credit. That's funny, man. But Kevin O'Connell, Coach of the Year, absolutely. You guys know what to do. Skull, production value.